Welcome back. As we are going to begin our look at determination and how important determination is to make anything worthwhile actually stick and do, I want to share a personal story with you. I'm wearing a fleece because we live in a relatively cold climate. Honestly, today as we're filming this video, it's cold, it's rainy, it's about the most dreary day that you could possibly imagine. And we live in a house where we heat most of the time in the wintertime with a fire. We've got a beautiful fireplace, heats the whole house. And we use these beautiful little homemade fire starters to start our fire. Very simple, oak shavings, a little bit of paraffin wax in a cupcake liner. It's very simple and very effective at starting a fire that has the potential to heat the whole house. But there was one time I was traveling, I come back, it was the middle of winter, a house was cold, the kindling was gone. I decided I'm gonna go start a fire. And so I go to look for our beautiful little fire starters, and they were conveniently all gone. I went to look for some kindling to start a fire, and the kindling was all gone. So here I am, getting a little flustered with one of my kids because I came home, it was cold, I wanted to heat the house, and one of my children was just energetic enough to burn the fire starters one at a time with the kindling to make just big enough a fire to warm his hands, but in the process, didn't heat the rest of the house. And when he ran out of fire starters, instead of going outside and get more wood, he just left everything empty. And you can imagine me in dad mode, the kids got a little bit of a talking to. And that was a frustration. We found a way to get through it, but this is an example of what I think happens all over in the church. There are so many churches that we work with as Genysys Group that over the course of time, they started doing something really cool, but they just didn't stick it out. And this is why with our total church renewal program, we are having clients commit to a full 12-month long process, because we can come in, we can make a vision plan, we can make a leadership plan, we can lead a summit, but if there isn't intentional and deliberate follow through, then everything stops. And it isn't just that we lost that opportunity. We actually, generally in church, we see years lost because you get one shot, one chance. And if you don't take that little start of a fire and build intentionally and put the logs on it so that it can heat the home, what's going to happen is you're going to end up with a very cold home. And when it comes time to start the fire that has the possibility of warming the whole house and blessing everyone with that warmth, that radiating warmth that we all love with a campfire or a fireplace, we can't do it. There's nothing left. And so for us, as we think about what it means for us to be determined and dedicated, in particular in light of Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, where the writer of the Hebrews encourages us to run with endurance the race that is set before us, let us not find ourselves in the place where we are just doing the bare minimum just to warm our hands. We are going to intentionally and deliberately dedicate ourselves, firmly determined that we are going to do what it takes to take the next step, to see it through. It isn't going to be easy. It isn't always going to be fun, but the reward for us engaging and doing this work in a very dedicated and disciplined fashion, well, the blessing that God has for us in that, we can't even imagine it, but we want to find out what it is. And so we're going to serve with determination, and we're going to watch where the Lord leads us when we as his people gather together in his name and with his blessing to do his work, knowing full well that we are blessed as we do. And so I hope that you are determined to stick with us through this process so that we can see how the Lord blesses you and your congregation together.